What is going on, you guys? This is Sim Gifty speaking here, and I'm back with another video. And if you're new to this channel, please make sure you click the subscribe button, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to the family. So today we're going to be talking about a very important thing, which is getting higher marks. So the main thing we're going to be focusing on today is behavior and academic success. So we are going to start with number one, which is behavior. Behavior consists of the two main things, discipline and attitude. So we're going to branch into discipline, then we're going to branch into attitude. Under discipline, you have to make sure that you are as consistent as possible. When we talk about discipline, we're talking about the foundation to success in all aspects. So you need to make sure that you are a very disciplined person before anything else. You are not going to go anywhere in your life without discipline. Unfortunately, you're not going to go anywhere. The ways to be disciplined is time management. Make sure that you follow your schedule. Make sure that you know what you are doing. Make sure that you are consistent. Make sure that you never forget the important things to do in your life. For example, if you want to study 3 times a day, you can do that each and every day, but just make sure that you follow the schedule. If you don't follow your schedule, you're not gonna get anywhere, I promise you. So discipline is very important, because you have to check what you are doing. You have to calculate your decisions, and you can't do that without discipline. If you're a person who loves procrastinating or who's lazy, you have to make sure that you make sure that your day becomes productive, and you make sure that you do all your schoolwork. Then we have attitude, number 2, under behavior. We have attitude. Attitude also plays a very important role in your success academically. You have to make sure that you have a positive attitude towards all your subjects, because if you have a negative attitude towards mathematics, unfortunately you're not going to pass the module, because you have a negative attitude towards that subject. So you need to make sure that you have a positive attitude, and make sure that you tell yourself that I can do it. Make sure that you tell yourself that I am going to do it, I'm going to get the mark that I want, and I'm going to be successful academically. So the best way is to have a positive attitude towards your classmates and towards your friends, towards everyone surrounding you, including your teachers. If you have a positive attitude towards your teachers, it is very possible for you to have a positive attitude towards the subject. And once you master the skill of having a positive attitude towards a certain subject, you're going to love that subject. After falling in love with that subject, what you're going to do is just pass the subject, cruise in nicely. Just make sure that you enjoy the subject. Make sure that you have a positive attitude towards it. Do not go around and adapting to what other people are saying, because if you do that, you are only hurting yourself. If you hear another person just saying that mathematics is hard, and then you take that to heart, then it's gonna be difficult for you to nail mathematics, because you're also gonna develop this negative attitude towards mathematics. Then what you're going to do is you're not gonna give it your time and attention. So if you don't give it your time and attention, it's gonna be difficult, as they said. Now we're moving on to number 2, which is the main thing, your academic success. How do you pass your subjects? How do you know your strengths? How do you know your weaknesses? Number 1, you have to know that sometimes less is more. Stop trying too hard. Stop studying for like 5 hours straight up, because you're not gonna gain anything other than depression, other than failure. Make sure that you know your attention span. For example, I myself know that my attention span is very short, approximately 20 minutes. So if you know your attention span, make sure that you study for that amount of time, so that it fits into your brain. Whatever content that you have consumed will stay perfectly in your brain. Number 2, communicate. You should learn to communicate with your teachers, your classmates, and your friends, obviously. So if you communicate with everyone around you in the field of academics, you're going to be very successful, because you will be able to share what you have learned, and they will be able to share with you what they have learned in a specific topic, in a specific subject. So So what you need to do as an individual, as a learner yourself, you need to make sure that you communicate with everyone around you. Make sure you build relationships with your teachers so that when you struggle, you let them know so that they can help you wherever they can. And number 3, you need to study in unfamiliar backgrounds. Trust me, this works. If you study under a tree, it is more easier for you to remember than if you study on a desk. It's gonna be more easier because you know that if there's this keyword that I've learned while I was under the tree, obviously it's gonna be easy for you to just nail the keyword straight up. Number 4, please make sure that you're an influence towards your academics. Influence yourself. Influence yourself to be positive. Influence yourself to study more. Tell yourself that I want to study with this method. For example, I use different pens, different pen colors, so that it is easier for me to grasp what I've written with the blue pen and the pink and the black and the purple pen. If you use things that you think you're going to love to learn, then they're going to work for you. If you're a person who uses cue cards and you enjoy doing that, make sure that you continue using them. Do not change your strategy if it's working for you. If it's not working for you, you can try recording yourself. You can try looking at yourself in the mirror as you practice the definition and certain concepts. You can try affirming yourself that I can do this, I'm going to pass, and the more you do that is the more you gain positivity towards a subject or a specific chapter that you're struggling on. You have to discuss or debate with your classmates. Just say, I know the definition of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is this. Then if your classmate says you're wrong, listen to them. Make sure that when you are wrong, you acknowledge the fact that you are wrong. I am wrong. Acknowledge it. Accept it that you are wrong. Because if you don't, then you're going to stay like that. You're going to tell yourself that you're always right. Don't be arrogant. Once you do that, you're not going to go anywhere. You are still going to stay in your 20%. Number 5, you have to study every day. Study every day. At least 3 hours a day is enough for you to gain as much knowledge as you can. Just make sure that you don't study for 3 hours straight. Just take little breaks and study, change the content, engage with yourself. Whenever something confuses you, tomorrow when you get into school and you don't understand, go to your teacher. Do not stay uninformed. If you don't understand a specific chapter, your teacher is there to assist you. Number 6 always worked for me. Studying ahead of your teacher and the rest of the class. Make sure that you are 2 weeks ahead of them, so that when they get to a specific chapter, already you know about that chapter, and it's going to be easier for you to just go back and master that chapter. You polish when they are in the chapter, when you are already an expert in the chapter, you know. So if you don't do that, it's going to be, you are going to procrastinate. You are going to forget what you have studied. You are going to be overwhelmed by the amount of work. So to manage everything, make sure that during your recess period, just study ahead of your teachers, so that when they come to a specific chapter, you already know more about that chapter. But don't be arrogant still. I'm still advising you to stay the same. Stay as humble as you can. Number 6, my best friend and I actually used to do this. Mock tests or mock exams. Make sure that you create exams for yourself. There is an app that is very good with this, that is going to help you with this. So what you're gonna do is just watch this video.
I have found this amazing app called High Math, which has 2 subjects in it, physical sciences and mathematics. This app is so amazing. When you log on to the app, you can see each and every topic and its own mark allocation. We have paper 1, let's go to paper 2. When we come into paper 2, we can see the topics that are there. Then going back to paper 1, we're going to choose algebra. Then we are going to choose question 1 of 2021. One amazing thing about this is that they can play the answers. in form of a video. So after each and every problem, they give you a memorandum of that problem through a video. They have video solutions, so it makes it more and more and more interesting. If you look at this solve for X thingy, they just made it easy for you to understand. It's better than just watching a black and white memorandum. Nice thing is just come just like that. Just go to Play Store, App Store to download this app. Just type Hey Math on the search icon and you're going to find it. You can even download each and every paper from each and every year, and you can just practice. After you're done with algebra, you can go to Euclidean geometry and so on. And they have papers from 2014, and we also have information sheet. Thank you.
For your mock tests, you need discipline. As I said, discipline is the foundation. If you don't have discipline, you have nothing. So you need discipline. You need to write that paper out of 150 without copying, in a space where you are alone and comfortable and know that you are going to nail the paper. Do not cheat, because once you cheat, you're showing yourself that you can't do it. You can't do it. Make sure that you write the exam as in like a real exam. I don't know if you get me. So another thing is use as much question papers as you can. Use question papers. Use question papers so that you familiarize yourself with the content during the year. Because at the end of the year, when that paper comes, when your final exam paper comes, it's scary. But if you familiarize yourself with question papers, when it comes, it becomes easier because you already know the setup of the question paper. 70% of your time should be spent on question papers, and 30% should be spent on your textbooks. But just make sure that 70% is the question papers. Make sure that you correct yourself with the memorandums. Make sure download those question papers. There are certain websites. I'm gonna leave one of the websites in the link in the description below. Why did I say in the link? Last but not least, you need to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Nothing is also as important as this. Make sure that you are maintaining a healthy lifestyle, healthy diet. Make sure on Saturdays you sleep 8 hours. Make sure you drink enough water. Make sure you exercise at least twice a week or 3 times a week. Those things help your body and your mind to stay refreshed. And once your mind is refreshed, it is easier for it to catch information. Let me add on, you also need to be aware of the fact that studying in the morning is easier. Study in the morning if you can. On Saturday, wake up at 6 a.m., take a shower or just take that smooth bath, then study, because your mind has rested. Sleep enough hours, guys. Stop sleeping 2, 3, 4 hours. Make sure that your brain functions properly. Stop overworking yourself, because once you do, you're gonna get exhausted and still not understand what is happening and fail. Stop. And guys, we have come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, please click the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up and share to other people to see. So guys, I'm going to come up with the part 2 of the video where I will have to discuss more and go in depth with everything. So today it was just simple steps. It was just me just giving you the foundation of how to be successful academically. I hope you have found this video very helpful. It's a goodbye for now. Goodbye.